This is Ben with Tucson Future Classics, here to show you stock number 25092. This is our 2017 Fiat 500e. This vehicle has 73,000 miles, has had 2 owners. It came from California. It's never had an accident or damage reported to Carfax. And if you look at the report, you can see that it has consistent maintenance records. This Fiat is in super nice condition. We've had about half a dozen of these, and this is definitely the nicest one. We strongly believe it was garage kept because the paint and plastics and all the rubber trim are in amazing shape. There are minor scuffs here and there, which I'll show you in this video. And of course, being a black car, having gone through likely automatic car washes throughout the years, like most people take their cars, there are some swirl marks. Compared to some other cars I've seen though, they're very minor. This front bumper is in great shape. There's hardly any rock chips. There's a few on the hood, but that's about it. The tires are very new, have lots of tread on them, and they're all matching Yokohama. Some curb rash on the wheels. Nothing major, pretty standard for a used car. On this rear quarter panel, we do have a small ding. This black paint seriously looks amazing in the sun. It's very shiny and reflective. There's not really any damage to report on this rear section of the vehicle. The tint is bubbling a little bit by the defrost lines, but I would consider that a non-issue. There's no curb rash on this rear wheel. The only damage to report on this car is this scuff here on the rear quarter panel. It's more so on the wheel arch. There's a small scrape and then a small chip in the paint. And I just remembered there is a small crack in the spoiler. Not too sure what that could have been caused by. The ceiling looks great otherwise. There's no dents. Paint also looks amazing. This front wheel has a tiny bit of curb rash, nothing major. We'll go ahead and step into this Fiat. It features a black leather interior with some white accents. And this is definitely the nicest interior we've seen in one of these cars. 2 previous owners took very good care of it. Not too much going on here on the door panel. When you're inside, to lock it, you push the handle. A little bit of a quirk. There's no rips or tears on these seats or stains. In very nice condition. Both armrests are present and free of cracking, which is something we have seen on other Fiat 500es. Further proving that this has been garage kept. Step inside here. Grab the key out of my pocket because I didn't plan ahead. You start it up, you'll hear that chime. You'll know it's ready to drive, and that shows ready. Right now, at 97% battery, it's showing an estimated range of 98 miles. This is a little bit optimistic. These were originally rated for about 87 to 90 miles. The range meter just bases the estimated range off your last drive. So I was hypermiling last time. If you do the same, you might be able to achieve similar results. And then with the air conditioning on, set to 73 degrees, the fan speed's on like speed 4. There's a lot of settings for the fan speed, which is cool. That shows about 89 miles. And there's that odometer, 73,000. On the steering wheel, you have controls for your phone, which this car does have Bluetooth audio and phone calling. Settings for your cruise control. On the back of the steering wheel, there's buttons for your volume controls, and then over here you can change the channel or change your song, which is pretty typical for Fiat Chrysler vehicles. And there are some settings you could go through here in the menu, but I won't get too into that. This 500e features the navigation radio. It's Chrysler's Uconnect software, which works very well, even on this small form factor. You have some buttons here for switching between your radio, media, navigation, phone, and more, which is just a settings menu. This does have navigation. It is TomTom navigation. It's likely outdated, but it's still nice to have. It is also nice to have this navigation radio because I've seen the standard radio, the buttons flake, whatever material is on them just flake away over time. Very nice, simple, and elegant interior. All your air conditioning controls here. You do have heated seats. Right here is your push button shifter, which again, this is the nicest one we've seen. Over time, it seems like the buttons flake away and need replacement, but there's good aftermarket replacements such as stickers you can find on eBay, which look just as good. But you don't have to worry about that with this one because they're all present and in good condition. Down here you have two cup holders, auxiliary port, USB, and a power outlet. You have a manual parking brake. If you flip these armrests up, two more cup holders for the rear passengers. Up here, there's not too much going on. You have a couple dome lights, your mirror, which is auto dimming, and your sun visors. So we'll go ahead and move on to the back seat. To access the back, you just pull on this handle right here, and the seat slides forward. Being a small car, rear seat room isn't the best, but if you're a passenger or even the driver, it's a little bit shorter, less than 6 feet tall. You could fit people back there. I've personally sat back there with a shorter driver. Move on to the rear of the vehicle. Don't mind the stuff here. You do have a little bit of trunk space. These seats do fold down to a flat floor, which increases trunk space dramatically. You have the smallest cargo cover I've ever seen in a vehicle, but it's really all you need to protect your stuff from the sun or people looking into your trunk. Underneath here, you do have a tire inflator kit and your OEM quick charger, or portable charger rather. This is a level 1 charger, which honestly is all you need for this vehicle. It's not a massive battery. If you plug it in overnight, you should get your range back up to what it should be, like 100%. Go ahead and pop the hood. Unfortunately, there is no frunk in this Fiat just because it's small. This is where they fit the electric motor as well as your 12-volt batteries and various accessories for the vehicle. This does have a Mopar OEM battery. Not too much to report here. If you're interested in this vehicle, need more pictures, need more information, check out our website, TucsonFutureClassics.com. If you'd like to schedule a test drive, we are appointment only. Please call or text our dealership at 520-268-6244.